I am a puppet for anyone who can afford me.
I am your new best friend.
I will sell you everything.
How will you know who to trust?
Evil will abuse me. Every business will use me.
Rumors will believe anything I say.
I am as real as you make me.
I'm just words some guy is typing to get a point across.
The old internet is dead. Oh!
What's going on, guys? Say What Now with Kwasi Chow. And I definitely wanted AI to be one of my first videos because, to be quite honest with you, this is definitely going to be the future. They've been telling us this for quite some time now, and they're telling us this more and more. Now, the video that I just played you, the average content consumer is probably going to think that that's real. And it does look pretty damn good, unless you know what to look for. Maybe you hear the audio messing up here and there. You might have some sort of questions about it. But for the most part, from where it was just a couple of years ago to where it is right now is actually pretty insane. Now, if you've been paying attention to the news, every other day you can probably find something on your national news station that talks about AI, which means it's actually officially here. So I think that it's very, very important that we keep our minds locked onto this, because this is going to change absolutely every single thing that we know.
From everything you know, everything you understand, is generative AI potentially an existential threat to the human species?
I think that's what I've been saying, yes. It really is an existential threat. Some people say this is just science fiction, and until fairly recently I believed it was a long way off. I always thought it would be a very long-term threat, but I thought it would be 100 years before we had really smart things. 50 years maybe. We had plenty of time to think about it. Now I think it's quite likely that sometime in the next 20 years, these things will get smarter than us. And we really need to worry about what happens then.
Because if we're talking about things that have changed society on a global level, you got to think about it from the very beginning. Think about the discovery of fire. Think about the invention of the wheel, the combustion engine, railroads and trains, the car, the airplane. What about the radio? What about the television? What about the computer? What about the internet? Right now, we've got AI that's going to be that next thing that completely changes how we operate around the globe.
AI pioneer Jeffrey Hinton released a statement calling for a moratorium on developing the system. Hold on, let me put this out there. Developing a system that could surpass human cognition.
Okay, well, now we're moving into the portion that's just me, and I don't want to be, but there's basically the way they look at it and the way I look at it, which is my view, not anyone else's, which is we're in an arms race here. That's all academic, super academic. It's like we're going to either have AI and determine the rules, or our adversaries will have it and they'll determine the rules. And so this is why these infrastructure things are crazy important, because in order to make it work, what do you need? You need infrastructure that can actually run the models, get the data there in a secure and cheap enough way. You need to make the models actually useful. You need ontology to do that, meaning you have to deploy them where they're useful and where they're not, and orchestrate them. And if you start putting impediments on this, de facto what's going to happen is our adversaries will build it, and we will be buying everything from them, including our ideas of how to run our country.
Yeah, so basically you have two sides of fear here. Now you have these super machines and computers that are going to outperform and outpace human cognition, human ability in pretty much no time, while somebody else on the other end is thinking and saying, who cares about what else happens? We just can't let somebody else get it.
And so, like, my personal version, Palantir, what we represent at Palantir, what we do not impose on anyone else is we're running like hell, and we're going to support anybody, especially people on the front line, who can galvanize this infrastructure, and then our clients in the DoD especially, and help make the American warfighter the most lethal in the world.
Jensen Huang of NVIDIA had said, similar to what you just said, that if we don't develop this stuff, and we don't take the lead in the tech stack of the world, then we are going to lose it to China. So he is for doing business with China. You have never done business with the Chinese government.
We all have our own position on this. First of all, Jensen is a patriot and someone that everyone in the business community, including I, respect. And, we all have differing opinions on this, and we could sit down and probably discuss them. Where I'm sure Jensen and Huang and I agree is This is an American dream. This is an American technology. He is a preeminent American with a preeminent, crucial American company. We believe you need ontology and chips to make this work. We supply the ontology. It turns out you also need infrastructure. There are certain components you need to make this work. They happen to be made in America. And we should just focus on making America even stronger and stronger
but
and
not
stronger.
doing business with China.
Well, we all make their own decisions. Palantir has a long, we started off in the military. We support clandestine service. We're very unique. We at Palantir only work with America and its allies. That's a decision. By the way, it's not everyone's decision. But what's crucial is, we get the American economy to be by far the strongest in the world. And people like Jensen Huang and Palantir and Lumen, we're all marching in that direction.
Now, if we're thinking about all those things that I had mentioned earlier that have reshaped society on a global level, this is the new race for supremacy amongst countries. The age of exploration, the colonial race, the industrial revolution. And then that leads to the arms race. And then what about the race to space, or the space race? And now we have the race for AI. And just by looking at how much money has been put into this just over the last couple of years, you can tell that the United States is pretty damn serious at making sure no other country ends up number one by the time it's all said and done.
You're not building enough data centers, first point. Second, the data centers, the shell, the chips are inside, they go away in 5 years. You amortize those in 5 years. So that will go away, and the chips are gonna change, and but you've amortized them in 5 years. So we're not building enough. As much as we're building today, we're not even building half of what we can, and you can't build enough. Like, I actually have the opposite.
Why do you say that?
I have the opposite answer for you is, the countries in the world used to build roads and railways, and today what they need to build is AI infrastructure. And if you do not, in a country, if you do not have sovereign and AI infrastructure to be able to lay the pipe for your companies, they will leave. And that's what America's figured out first. That's what with the administration, that's what the deal we just did with them is. And there's going to be a number more, because we need power and we need AI data centers in America, and every country needs them. And if you don't have it, you'll be behind.
So if you go to hai.stanford.edu, which is the human-centered artificial intelligence of Stanford University, right now they have an index report for 2025 that tells us a lot of the takeaways of the implementation. So if we're looking at number one, AI performance on demanding benchmarks, which continues to improve. If we just simply look at this without even having to read that here, you can see the human baseline up here. And what we have in subgroups right here is image classification. We have medium level reading comprehension, multitask language understanding, PhD level science questions, visual reasoning, English language understanding, competition level mathematics, multimodal understanding and reasoning. So if we're looking at a lot of these from where they started to where they are, all of them have already passed the human baseline. That's pretty scary. Number two, AI is increasingly embedded in everyday life. From healthcare to transportation, AI is rapidly moving from the lab to daily life. In 2023, the FDA approved 223 AI-enabled medical devices, up from just 6 in 2025. On the roads, self-driving cars are no longer experimental. Waymo, one of the largest U.S. operators, provides over 150,000 autonomous rides each week, while Baidu's affordable Apollo Go robotaxi fleet now serves numerous cities across China. Number three, business is all on AI, fueling record investment and usage as research continues to show strong productivity impacts. Now, in 2024, U.S. private AI investment grew to $109 billion, nearly 12 times China's $9.3 billion and 24 times the UK's $4.5 billion. Generative AI saw particularly strong momentum, attracting $33.9 billion globally in private investment, an 18.7% increase from 2023. AI business usage is also accelerating. 78% of organizations reported using AI in 2024. That's up from 55% just the year before. Meanwhile, a growing body of research confirms that AI boosts productivity and, in most cases, helps narrow skill gaps across the workforce. Number four, The US still leads in producing top AI models, but China is closing the performance gap. In 2024, US-based institutions produced 40 notable AI models, significantly outpacing China's 15 and Europe's 3. While the US maintains its lead in quantity, Chinese models have rapidly closed the quality gap. Performance differences on major benchmarks such as MMLU and human evaluation, I'm assuming, shrank from double digits in 2023 to near parity in 2024. Meanwhile, China continues to lead in AI publications and patents. At the same time, model development is increasingly global, with notable launches from regions such as the Middle East, Latin America, and Southeast Asia. So if we take a look at this right here, you can see where we had both started, and this is where we both are. So the race here for AI supremacy has taken quite the turn. We don't know who's going to win at this point, but basically the main thing is we have to get there first or else
you'll be behind.
And that's the main point that I want to bring home to you guys right now, because all the things that we could be arguing about on TV with whatever is happening politically, none of that matters in comparison to what they're trying to accomplish here. Building infrastructure and heading towards AI is the #1 goal across the board right now, and you got to be worried about that.
One year ago, Sora 1 redefined what was possible with moving images. Today, we're announcing the Sora app, powered by the all-new Sora 2. It's the most powerful imagination engine ever built. And it's packed with new features. I'll pass it to Bill for more details.
Now every video comes with sound.
Sora 2 is also the state-of-the-art for motion, physics IQ, and body mechanics, marking a giant leap forward in realism.
And we're introducing Cameo, giving you the power to step into any world or scene and letting your friends cast you in theirs.
On the path to AGI, the gains aren't just about productivity. It's about creating new possibilities.
It's also about creativity and joy. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's why we're launching Sora 2 inside the Sora app, allowing everyone to push the limits of their imagination and create in ways we never thought possible.
In a stunning development, Canada has declared war on the United States. Let's go to Joe Braxton, who is live at the border.
I'm currently at the border, but there is no war. Mom, Dad, I know this looks kind of real, but it's all AI.
Grandpa, I'm fine. This is just AI. You don't need to wire money to anyone. I am not in love with you. And I do not need your money for a plane ticket. I am AI.
This fake moon landing footage isn't classified. It's AI.
You're probably wondering how I got rich with crypto. The truth is, I didn't get rich off crypto. I don't even exist.
You might be able to tell this is fake now, but it's gonna keep getting better.
We're all AI!
There could be aliens, but I'm not one of them. I'm AI.
That's the worst that AI is going to be. Imagine where it's going to be 6 months, a year from now, 10 years from now. Honestly, this is probably going to be the only thing that we know. It's going to be interesting to see. And if you're not up to speed on what's going on and how this is being implemented and where it's going to be implemented, hey, there's already been mass layoffs because of AI, because of the preparation of AI, because of the foregone conclusion of the implementation of AI, because of other countries like China putting the pedal to the metal when it comes to racing for supremacy in regards to AI.
Your Majesties, this year the Nobel Committees in Physics and Chemistry have recognized the dramatic progress being made in a new form of artificial intelligence. This new form of AI excels at modeling human intuition rather than human reasoning. Unfortunately, the rapid progress in AI comes with many short-term risks. In the near future, AI may be used to create terrible new viruses and horrendous lethal weapons that decide by themselves who to kill or maim. We have no idea whether we can stay in control. But we now have evidence that if they are created by companies motivated by short-term profits, our safety will not be the top priority. We urgently need research on how to prevent these new beings from wanting to take control. They are no longer science fiction. Thank you.
Now imagine telling that to a room full of people, you being one of the creators of AI, and you tell that to a room full of people, and there's nothing but silence. What are you worried about? So I just wanted to bring that to people's attention, and hopefully that wakes you up a little bit. Hopefully that does a little bit of something. Hopefully it makes you want to at least invest some sort of time into something around AI, so you don't get left behind. And I'm going to do more videos on this because there's more information coming out about this every single day. That's all I got for now. So until the next time you see this face on your screen, I urge you, I beg you, I plead with you, be great. Peace.